Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Detail, aka Yertle, back for another commentary. We're here on Monza, first race in the Hogs. You already know it's going to be a good one. Coming through the first chicane into the little oval turn slightly, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Looks like Soul's out to the early lead. A lot of cheese can happen here. Oh yeah, some two lines, someone getting in the rocks, two-wheeling a bit. It looks like Soul Fireball, maybe blue, someone, numbers, yeah, people, that's what I meant. See any first lap Joker takers? Looks like we're gonna have Soch with the early Joker, lap 1. See how that turns out for him. Coming to the end of this first lap, coming across the actual oval turn. I can't speak words, god damn it. Looks like Soul's still holding the lead. Looks like Roman's actually in second. My apologies. Going on board now. And then, oh, double two-wheel right in front of Detail. Holy shit, that looks like Roman and Fireball getting involved. We're gonna have to get an instant replay on that. Oh, that looks absolutely amazing, incredible. I want to see more of that. Wow. Regardless, that's going to put Soul out in a pretty big lead to start the race. Roman does recover for second magically, but Detail's going to move up a spot into third now. I think Fireball falling behind in fourth with Luke and then Slaunch, of course. And here we are on board with one of the white people. I think this is Luke. You see, things are getting super close up above. Oh, we got two Joker takers. I think that's maybe Roman and Fireball, perhaps. Soul after his first Joker as well. He's going to come out in the lead in front of the rest of the field who hasn't taken one. See, Slaunch is still in the back. Looks like he took his second Joker of the race. But it's a big move for Soul there and take that early Joker and still maintain the lead in front of drivers that haven't even taken one. And yeah, so Slaunch and Soul looks like they're in the prime position so far to compete for the lead in this race. That incident involved with two kind of four drivers, admittedly, is not good for their chances. Have to be really careful about making mistakes in the Hogs. Absolutely devastating if you're not careful. Here we are. Looks like someone is getting a huge run. Looks like Detail getting a run on Soul. Looks like Luke is getting in beside. He opts to not take the Jokers, shockingly enough. And Detail goes in. Looks like he gets in the rocks, and then now him and Luke are going to battle for that second place position. On this oval turn, you have to be really careful when battling. Looks like they all keep it pretty clean. Good runs from the lads there. Let's go on board again. See Luke. Looks like he's trying to shave some speed so he doesn't have to go too wide in the chicane without letting off. Pretty smart move there. See if he can make a pass happen. And right now we're in a little three-way train. All guys super close at the moment. And I think this is a spot you'd probably want to opt for a Joker. So we'll see if any of them... Oh, it looks like Detail gets in the back of Soul. Not exactly sure what happened there. Let's look back. Yeah, just got behind him on his left side, and Soul was turning right, and it swung him out wide. It's pretty unfortunate there. Not going to help his chances at that moment. Might just want to take the Joker, not too sure, but we'll see. We're on board with Roman. Looks like someone does take their Joker. I think looks like it's Soul again. Soul going for a second Joker in the lead, interestingly enough. And he gets right out in front of Slaunch, and he's going to get that huge run in the straight. That's absolutely massive for Soul's chances to win this race. Soul had a really strong ride here the first time around at Monza. Got a second place, which was his best finish of the season. I think he might have tied it a couple times, but regardless, getting a second place here. And he certainly looks like he has the pace to absolutely win this thing if he can keep it clean. Like I said before, mistakes in the Hogs are absolutely brutal. And the Goose it's kind of whatever, but don't want to be caught lacking in the hogs. See Soul right on the back of someone. I'm not too sure who that is, but it looks like he is running a little bit faster than whoever's out in front of him at the moment. Kind of bringing Sanch a little closer. Let's see what happens there. Someone goes for the Joker. Not entirely sure who that was. Looks like a white person, so it's either Luke or Fireball. Oh, someone getting the huge exit out of the Joker. Looks like, I think that is Fireball. Getting on the outside of Sanch. Almost into the wall. Keeps it clean, though. And it looks like he might have to settle out. Oh, but he does get that huge run at the end. You have to see it ends up in the first chicane. Side by side. Looks like Sanch is going to get the pass done. Big move for him to try to fight for this lead. He's like out in front right now. I think it's looks like Detail, Roman, Soul. Oh, Sanch gets involved in a huge wreck. Absolutely fucking up my words there. It's fine though. And he dismounts, has to get back in the hog. That is devastating for Slanch, who was in a really good position to fight for the win, at least a podium at the minimum. We're just gonna have to see how that plans out. Fuck words. Ah! But we're gonna have to see how that plays out now. After you lose several seconds in the hogs, especially on the straightaways. It's just not what you want to see. Meanwhile, I think looks like Detail and Luke maybe in 1-2 at the moment. I'm not sure if any of these guys have taken their Jokers. Maybe one at the most. But Soul done with both Jokers. So he's basically in the lead at the moment. If you're Soul, you're just praying that these two take their Jokers here soon. Oh! And Detail goes down in the lead. Doesn't dismount, but he does a full barrel roll. And he's going to get right behind... I think it's Roman. I think I keep fucking up who's who. But I think Roman's in the lead now. Soul, once again, not happy with this. Oh, and they both go in the Joker at the same time. Side by side. Yep, and it looks like that is Roman and Detail. See, does one of them get a better run? Roman looks like he had the edge coming out of the Joker. He's going to have it going into the oval turn. But Detail is on the outside, maybe. Nope, he's just going to have to settle in. Not exactly getting the run. Just go on board with this battle. I've completely lost track of who's taken how many Jokers. I think that might have been Roman second. I think Detail's first. So again, I think that's Luke out in front, perhaps. Not sure if he's taking a Joker or not. Regardless, once again, Soul is right there. Oh, Detail gets to run on the inside, but Roman blocks the line, gets him into the rocks. And you see far behind now, it looks like Sanch and Fireball, unfortunately. And I think that is Luke going for his Joker. Looks like that was maybe his first. Detail taking a second. I actually think that's completely wrong. I think Luke took his second. And after all three of these guys have gotten into huge incidents, Detail happens to come out right in front of Sanch, just barely. So, honestly, pretty important. Because Detail absolutely a contender for this grand finals at the moment. Not being stuck in the back for races. What you want. Fourth isn't the greatest position in the world, but it could definitely be a lot worse after being involved in a couple incidents. See if Slanch can make anything happen. You know, he's anxious to make these spots back. Wasn't a really good position. He descended a bit going into the rocks. Had a huge run. Thought he could make it happen. And this, I know for sure, is Luke. We're on board with Luke. I think he's taken both of his Jokers. Completely disoriented at this point. I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure This top three is taking all three of them. And then we're going to 43 checkpoints, so coming to 2 laps to go. Not a whole lot of time left in this race. Luke right on the back of Roman. Roman kind of swirly into this turn. Looks like Luke gets the better run on the outside. And he's just going to get the better run completely in the straight. This is what you love about the Hogs. He's going to complete the pass. Nice and slick around the outside. Really great move from Luke there. Roman, if he took the turn just a little less sharp, perhaps he holds on to that. But absolutely huge position from Luke, who was also involved just in a minor incident at the beginning of the race. To get into second place is massive for him. Still has a shot at the grand finals. Just gotta come away with some good finishes and detail. Still wants to get in fourth. Has an opportunity to make up some points. Solange still holding on a fifth. Fireball sixth. See Roman, see if he can make the same thing happen around the outside that Luke did. But we are coming around to the white flag lap here. Sol has built himself a pretty comfortable lead at the moment. He has some room to work with for sure. Doesn't have to run everything as fast as possible. Just nice and clean. Maintain. Roman goes into the rocks. Maybe Detail can make something happen. Not quite close enough. Roman, pretty solid recovery. Gets back on it. Here's Sol through the second chicane. This is low-key an important corner of the track. You saw Detail completely barrel roll off to the side. Sol doing his thing so far. Looking for a win here. Already redeeming himself for the unfortunate goose races at the moment. This is definitely a way to kick off the second half of the night in the Hogs. Starting it out with a win, and here he is coming across the line. Sol gonna take it. Luke second. Roman third. Detail fourth. Solange fifth. Fireball sixth. Sick drifts across the line. And here we are. Really good ride from Sol there. Takes the win. Good stuff. Luke second. Roman third. Once again, rounding out the podium. And we'll be moving on to the RX of Sweden the next time. So, goodbye. Nate shot.